Hey guys, Cricket here. We're going to take a look at the Benjamin Trail XL. We're going to see how she shoots. We're going to take a look at the fit and finish. Just give an overall view of the gun and so people get an idea of what they're getting into. This is an honest review from Cricket. I don't get paid by nobody. I'm not on anybody's gun list or pay list or anything. I just do this for fun, and I know these guns cost quite a bit of money, so if I get one and I can review it and help somebody make a better choice, then I did my job, or I helped the brother out. So anyhow, this gun is a nitro piston gun. It's got a nitrogen gas ram inside, so no spring fatigue. The nice part is you can leave it cocked or going hunting. You don't gotta worry about your spring fatiguing if that's some concern of yours. Some people worry about it, some people don't. This gun runs about 9.7 pounds according to the factory, and I find with its scope you're looking at about 11-pound gun. So kind of hefty. Long, yeah, 48 inches long. Some people don't like long, some people don't mind it. I don't mind it, it's never posed a problem, but it is a pretty long gun. It takes 47 pounds of effort to cock this beast. Even with the longer barrel, it's got a lot of pressure when you're trying to cock the gun. That's part of the nature. It's a high-powered one. This one runs at right around 24 FPE, which is foot-pounds of energy, or 871 feet per second with a 14.3 grain pellet. After playing with it for a few days, I find the pellet it likes is Crosman Premiers, shoots them pretty well, and some H&N FTTs it shoots pretty well. So we're gonna, focus on just shooting some Crosman Premiers. We'll let you guys see how the gun shoots and performs. This one's been altered just a little bit. It's got a gold trigger, and it also has a different scope than what they come with. This is an adventure class scope, which is just a little clearer, a little nicer optics. The scope that comes with them is okay, but they're not my favorites. So anyhow, being a break barrel gun, all you gotta do is just hit the front of the barrel, it cracks open, and then at that point pull it down until it cocks. Once you cock it, always keep your hand on the barrel in case it would let go. And that way you don't damage anything or hurt yourself, or if your finger's up here you don't get it cut off. So anyhow, I always think safety, especially when playing with these Magnum Springers, because they got a lot of kick when that barrel accidentally lets loose or something would go wrong. It can hurt and it could cause a lot of damage. So anyhow, you put the pellet in the breech and then you lock it back up. So these guns have a mechanism to keep you from uncocking them. I took that mechanism out because I like to be able to decock my guns. So if you want to decock this gun, just pull the barrel all the way back until it stops, then pull the trigger and then slowly let it back out. I like being able to decock my guns. Not always do you take a shot. You think you're going to, and then you decide not to, and you don't want to leave the gun cocked for whatever reason. You can be able to decock it. So I like being able to do that. I wish all guns were able to be decocked. It's got a safety on the bottom, which is kind of nice right by the trigger. Works real well. It's got a Weaver scope rail. Springers kick a lot. Scopes are hard to keep in place. This Weaver rail is nice and robust, and it works really, really well. So overall I like that. The fit and finish is okay. The bluing's decent. Nothing spectacular. And the finish on the stock is okay. It's a thin, basically look like a colored type finish, but it looks nice. It's real wood. It's nice grain wood. It's got checkering, a little bit of checkering here, and it's got a nice, high cheek comb, and overall it's not too bad. I like it. It's a very comfortable gun to shoot. It shoulders well with medium mounts. It scope eye lines real well, and it's got a decent pistol grip for your hand to slide into. So I'm a fan of thumb hole stocks. I don't like them too big. This one's very comfortable, very easy to use. So it comes with a sling, which is kind of nice, and it's got the rubber butt pad, so that's all kind of nice. It's 22 caliber, so let's get to shooting. We'll see what this bad boy does at 20 yards, and then we'll play with it a little bit at 30 yards. It's kind of windy today, so I don't know how we're going to do out in the longer ranges or how much shooting we're really going to get done, but we'll do a little bit of shooting and we'll see. It does have a built-in silencer. It's pretty quiet. Spring guns to me by nature are already quiet. This will help quiet it a little bit more, but what I like most about it is it gives you really a nice break there, muzzle, to grab onto. got a nice chunk of metal there you can grab onto when you go to cock this thing. So, like I said, when you go to cock it, break it open, grab it like you mean it, because there's a fair amount of force. It's not a problem for me to do it, but a lot of people will have trouble cocking 47 pounds or 45 pound air rifle. So there you have a little bit of overview. Overall, for what it is, for a $300 price range gun, it's pretty nice. So let's see how she shoots. Okay, we're going to be shooting here. Here's my thumb for an idea. It's a quarter, a little bigger than a quarter because I took a marker around a quarter. So we're looking at an inch size bullseye right there. Remember guys, this is a Magnum Springer. They kick a lot. I'm not the best Springer shooter in the world, so you guys are going to have to bear with me. But I'll give you an idea of the accuracy. Well, definitely not my best work. I got a few that are floating down here and then a nice group up there. Here's the dime. Yeah, dime. Yeah, you're looking at a 1-inch group up and down. Is what it is. I can make little holes like that quite common, so I can do a dime size group quite often. This time, not so much dime size group. Anyways, let's get this thing out to longer range. I'm going to tweak it just a little bit. We're shooting just a little bit high and to the left, so I'm going to adjust for that with the scope, and then we're going to take it outside and we're going to shoot some spinners. Alright, I'm going to finish sighting it in a little bit better. I almost knocked it over. That'd be good. Here's how we cock it. We crack it open, bring it all the way down, keep your hand on the barrel. Put the pellet in, make sure you seat it all the way in. I get a little twisty. Close her all the way up. Safety on. Get sighted in. Let her fly. So we're going to tweak the scope just a little bit. Hopefully get it cocked. The cocking, like I said, it's a bit tough. It's a little gritty, grainy, grindy when you're cocking it. I don't know if they're all like that or not, but this one you can kind of feel a little bit of metal galling rubbing on each other a little bit. It's got probably 1,000 plus shots. I think there's 3 or 4 tins through this gun. It's not been shot a ton, but it's been shot a fair amount. There's at least 1,000 rounds through it, so it's been smoothing out as it goes as far as cocking goes. Shooting, it's perfectly vibration free and just snap. The spread has been real good. It's been within about a 10 feet per second spread. We'll do some shots through the cranny here too. So, in case you guys get an idea, you can see the effort it takes on my face to cock it and to break it open. And you can feel it. It's definitely metal rubbing on something. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty much spot on. I kind of wish they'd just, put a little bit put a little bit more quality in them so they cock smooth and they had a little nicer trigger. Like I said, this one's got a gold trigger. Those are aftermarket. Trigger is a GTX, I believe, or GTR trigger. So the original trigger, it's just long and creepy and heavy. This helps it not be so long and creepy and heavy. It's still not the greatest, but it ain't bad. It's a good improvement for your gun. It costs a few bucks. So you'll find them on the website. Alright, looks like we're sighted in pretty well. Let's turn our attention to some longer range. Alright guys, we're going to shoot 30 yards. We're going to shoot at a 2-inch spinner. It's pretty windy. I'm not sure how well this is going to go. Being a hunting gun, I'm just sitting on a little bucket, elbows on the knee, shooting with a light hold. The gun's fairly quiet. Accuracy seems pretty good. I have no problem hitting. Like I said, it's 2 or 1.5 inch spinner. Maybe it's 2 inches. It's 30 yards out. Alright guys, we're going to shoot 40 yards. I got some paper out there and a couple spinners. The spinners are about 1.5 inches again. We're going to shoot at paper. The wind's kind of blowing back and forth and swirling around, so it's going to mess with us a little bit. These pellets aren't that heavy, but we're going to shoot anyways. That was all me. I moved a little bit on that shot. And the pellet went right where I moved. That was a little better. Alright, we're going to try that spinner a little bit. The wind's messing with us too much, I think, but we're going to try. We're going to wrap this up. All in all, the gun's okay. It's definitely cocking, a little grindy. Accuracy at 40 yards, we were having trouble today, high winds. I've been shooting it a little bit, and to hit an 1.5-inch spinner, even an inch spinner, I can hit most of the time. 1.5 inch I can pretty much hit all the time. So it's just today, the wind is swirling and it's going right, it's going left. It's just not working out for me today to shoot this gun at 40 yards. At 30 yards, we were hitting that 2-inch spinner, no problem. It's not a long-range gun in my opinion. Yeah, I'm sure there's people that can shoot them 100+ yards and drive tacks with it. I'm not that guy. I'm a PCP guy, and I don't mind shooting springers. I can shoot my TX pretty good, but you know, this is a tough gun to shoot. Overall, you know, for a $300 gun, it's not too bad. It's got a lot of power. You don't have to worry about it being cocked. It's got a decent stock. It's got, you know, decent machine work. It's not horribly cheap or anything. So there's a good base to work with. A few upgrades, like the trigger upgrade, and you know, you want to work on what pellet it likes the best and tuning and that sort of thing. That'll help make it shoot even a little bit better. I'm sure you can gain some accuracy out of the gun. All in all, if you're looking for a nitro piston, this ain't a bad one to get. Everything is well made on the thing as far as the breech block and the chisel dentant and the scope rail. Everything seems really solid. So accuracy is what it is. For me, today it didn't do that great. Overall, it does okay. So there you have it. Well, I told you I'd give you the Cronny numbers. It was 866 to 877. I think I did 13 shots over the Cronny, and it had 871 for an average, so which comes out to 24 foot-pounds of energy. So it's definitely got a lot of power to knock down squirrels, raccoons, whatever, you know, comes your way that you want to shoot with it. So it's a fun gun. It's a nice gun. There you have it. Have a good day, guys.